Okay, so first up, in what the basis of this reading is, you have the Ace of Pentacles, and that's clarified by the Chariot, or what the basis of this reading is about, I should say. In your current energies, you have the Three of Wands and then the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What's coming in for you is the Moon reverse and the Six of Wands. And your challenge regarding this situation is the Seven of Wands reverse and the Four of Swords reversed. And then what's recommended for you is the Chariot and the Four of Swords reversed. So, okay, let's kind of delve into this a little bit. Now, whatever the situation is, it's about some new kind of opportunity. I would say either this is a financial opportunity, it could be a work opportunity, an opportunity for school, something that it has to do with the monetary aspects of your life. It could even be maybe some real estate investment, anything that's more tangible, but it's kind of tied to like more of the practical aspects of life or your wealth, things like that. But I also see it as like things tied to even like education too, something that you're going to be able to kind of gain from, I should say. Now, whatever this represents for you, it's been something that I think has not been quite the easy path. I think there was, because we have the Chariot clarifying this Ace of Pentacles, it's some new opportunity, or it was new at some time, something that you started, and I believe you've been on the path for a little while because you do have the Chariot here. So to me, this indicates that you kind of been doing it. You've been hitting up against obstacles. I think you've been overcoming them, but sometimes, the more you hit up against things, I think you're still on the journey, okay? Because you also still have the Chariot over here too. So you're definitely on the journey. I don't think you've really complete anything yet. You might have hit certain milestones, but I do think there's a little ways to go with this. So this is regarding whatever aspect in your life that you're still you're working on, in a sense. You're still proceeding forward with it. But in your current energies with the Three of Wands here and the Queen of Pentacles reverse, I really feel like you guys are really now trying to expand further out. And I think, to me, the Queen of Pentacles in this specific reading would indicate that I think you're trying to do it very independently. Like, in the upright, she's the stability for others, the financial stabilities for others. But I really feel like in this reading, I really think this is something that you're kind of doing yourself. And I think you're trying to, this is more independent work is what I mean to say. Like, I think you're kind of taking on this task, or you're having to be a little bit more independent with whatever this is. For some of you, this could be like a new business venture or something, or some type of, it could even be hobbies or whatever it is, something that you're now proceeding, you're starting, I think you put some time into this because this person is waiting for results, in a sense. They're kind of expanding beyond their comfort zone. They've already implemented certain things, and now they're kind of waiting for some of the results to come back to them. And because this reading is based on something that was kind of more new at some point, but you've been on the journey with it, I think now you're just kind of in this energy of waiting to see the results, waiting to kind of get some feedback from it, and to see how you're gonna have to navigate it in the future. Because to me, the Queen of Pentacles, sorry, the dog. Honey, can you please play with a quieter toy, darling? Honey, sweetie, can I have that? Yeah, can I have that? Can you play with something else? Why don't you play with the other quiet toy? Why don't you play with this, darling? Okay, here, go play with this one. Okay, sorry about that. Because I think with the Queen of Pentacles here, in the upright, she's very practical and she's good. So she's still here, bless you. Sorry, he sneezed now. He's my noisy little guy. I know, Jesse, I know. You saying hi to Taurus, I know. Okay, can I have a minute? I know. He's here, he's wishing you guys well. Okay, sweetheart. Now why don't you go back on the bed, baby? Why don't you go back on the bed? Go play with the toy. Now, sorry about that. what was I saying? Now, what was I saying? I really think that this is something that you're trying to figure out. Maybe, sweetheart, Jesse, honey, please. No. That's enough, honey. That is enough. Okay, sorry. I just got home not too long ago, and he's a little hyper because I got home and everything. Anyway, we're getting back to your reading, Tauruses. We're going to get through it today. Now, so I think with the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse, I think that you've had to kind of be in a practical way or whatever. I think there had to be some kind of like navigating the situation, but now I think really a lot of this is kind of you having to be practical and figuring it out in your own way or on your own, in a sense. That's kind of what I'm getting with this reverse, because I feel like she's very, I don't want to say more independent, but she's like, I just think that you are the one kind of pouring into this yourself, if that makes sense. Anyway, now with the moon reverse here, what's coming in for you, I think you guys might have some type of like, I don't want to say fears or anything, but I think there's like a shadowy period for you where you might not really be, or you have been going through a shadowy period. And I really think that you're finally, because I feel like with this situation right here, when you're with the waiting for the ships to come in a sense, waiting for the results and everything, and having to really just be very, I feel like this is really on your shoulders. Whatever this is, I think you're a key player in this situation. But now the moon reverse is saying that to me, that I think you're going to start getting some clarity. And to me, that's clarified with the Six of Wands. And I think you're going to be getting some recognition with this. I think finally you guys are getting to a point where, is it going to be like full sun, everything, the path ahead of you is clear and beautiful and there's a big arrow telling you which way to go? No, it's not going to be like that. But I definitely think you're starting to kind of get some type of results that you're going to actually be very proud of. And I think you're going to be getting, because the Six of Wands is like public recognition as well. I think other people, if they weren't really understanding your vision or what you were doing with the situation to begin with, I think they're going to actually be either proud of you or start understanding your vision or what you were doing to begin with. So I think that's excellent coming in for you, is maybe a little bit more of this this clarity or releasing anxiety, because I feel like you're starting to kind of maybe get some of the results that you wanted to get within this. Now, your challenge though is the Seven of Wands reverse and the Four of Swords reverse. Now, this is very interesting because it's almost like two conflicting energies in a way. The Seven of Wands reversed is, you might be tired, because to me this is a lot of work, and I think with the Chariot being here, and because the Chariot's over here as well, you guys put a lot of work in, and the work is not done yet. I don't think you're at the goal or the finish line soon, and I think you got a long ways to go. And so to me, this energy, your challenge is kind of this like feeling overwhelmed, feeling like depleted in a sense, feeling like you don't really have the fight in you to continue the fight. But it's funny because this is also clarified by the Four of Swords reverse. So the Four of Swords upright would be like, okay, rest and relaxation, taking a break. But in the reverse, it's almost like you're not taking a break and you're going too hard at something, or you're just kind of proceeding forward. So I feel like you have this real duality of emotions or just feelings here, whereas your body might be, because the wands are more like actions, your body might be depleted and you're worn out, but then your mind, because the swords are more of your thoughts and their mental space, might be, no, I can't take a break right now. I have to do this. So I think your body and your mind might be at odds, and I think that might actually even be depleting you even further. So that is your challenge, to maybe, I would say, find some kind of inner peace between the two, where there's some harmony, where you're kind of recharging your batteries a little bit, because you don't want to be in this energy where you're like really kind of, too much. But it's interesting because what's recommended for you, you have the Chariot and you also have the Four of Swords reversed again. So the Chariot's saying, get on with it. And the Four of Swords is also saying, get on with it. So it's very interesting that, the Chariot is here to say that you're going to overcome whatever obstacles you're facing, you're worrying about, you're going to overcome them. Because I feel like with this Seven of Wands energy in reverse, I think you see the obstacles or some problem. You're headed towards it. You kind of see it. You might not want to deal with it, but your mind is saying, yeah, I have to deal with it. But your body is like, I just can't do this today. So I think what's recommended for you is to maybe hang in there a little bit longer. I don't think it's the final hurdle, but I think it's a big hurdle. I think this is saying if you could just kind of push past that hurdle, maybe there's going to be a time where you will be able to take a little bit of a break, or there's some final, or there's like an obstacle. I'm not going to say final. There's another obstacle. But I think this Chariot is saying that that you will be able to move past this, and you'll be able to successfully complete it. And the Four of Swords being recommended for you right now is just saying that I think you need to kind of do your best with kind of getting it done. But I do think though, within that, like if you need to take a little bit of a break here and there, because I know sometimes I feel really worn out because this energy is not this challenge energy here. It's a little bit of a disaster. Let's call it for what it is. So you don't want to totally burn yourself out, because then you're not in tune with your intuition or anything else. And I think sometimes you get dry from ideas and creativity. So sometimes even if you do something nice for yourself, or you step away for even a short period of time, it's not like you're abandoning the situation. You're just like taking like a second, And sometimes that's actually very, very helpful, because I do think this is something that you put a lot of effort into, a lot of strategy, trying to figure it out. And I kind of really get a feel like this is something that you yourself are involved in or doing, and not necessarily like a group activity. And that's a lot of stress. But let's see what else we get for you guys. Okay, so first up we have Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. And I really feel like whatever you're waiting for, or whatever results you're kind of hoping to get or waiting to get, I just feel like you are going to be provided for. Because even with the Queen of Pentacles here, regardless she's in reverse or not, she's a very, very keen lady. She's very, very smart. She's able to take what she has and kind of, merge things. And I just really feel like you have this energy where you're really almost like, I'm not saying, when I say independent, I'm not saying that you're not dealing with other people or not kind of helping other people, but I think that you're putting yourself first almost a little bit with this energy here. And I feel like that because you're doing that, and I feel like you're going out on a limb a little bit. I think you're taking a little bit of a risk, but I think, you know what this kind of gives me? This whole thing kind of gives me almost like, like the superheroes in a movie, or like in any kind of movie where the person was doing something completely, failure was very high or whatever, and then they managed to pull through and they put all the hard work in, and they almost like didn't have success, but then they wound up getting successful. I kind of feel it's like some type of energy like that. It's almost like, I feel like you're kind of worn out, or going to be a little bit stressed, worn out, frustrated, or depleted. But I just think that you're almost like, you just need to kind of push a little bit further, You're almost there. I just kind of feel like you're just really almost to, at least some of the results that you want. I just feel like this is big. To whatever this is, I think it's really, really great. I think it's a little scary, because I think it's a little uncertain, but I think you're finally starting to get some kind of results or see certain things, even if it's synchronicities or something that's kind of in your favor to tell you that, you're doing the right thing. But anyway, so the Buffalo Spirit, number 10 here, is saying that the abundant universe will provide. And I feel like if you are feeling a little stressed out, this is just saying that, it's going to be okay. They have your back. Now we have Black Kyanite, set strong boundaries. And you know what I really feel? I really feel that this might have to be you here. Because even with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like she would have to set strong boundaries. Because I think in the upright, she's caring, she's giving, she's the breadwinner. I would see her as somebody really financially, like, helping to support others. But in the reverse, she's kind of a lady that, I'm not saying she's being mean or whatever, but she's going to be setting certain boundaries. And I feel like here, with the Seven of Wands in reverse and the Four of Swords in reverse, I kind of feel like this is almost like, I wonder for some of you if you need to set boundaries, because I think that whatever this is, it's depleting you and it's stressing you out and it's wearing you out. But I think that you need to kind of keep pushing forward. But I wonder if some of these boundaries might be with certain tasks from other people that you might be able to be like, okay, well, that's really not my task or my business or my problem. I can kind of cut that out for a time and focus on this and focus on what's going on here. And it might help you, not feel so worn out. Because I feel like you guys have a lot going on right now. And you have passion. Insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. And I feel like whatever this is for some of you, it might be a passion project. It might be something that you're very passionate about, because it's really like kind of, it's exciting energy. It's very exciting energy, and I'm very excited for you, but I could tell that it's just a lot of work right now. But I think in order to have this type of energy right here, where it's your challenge, where you almost like feel like you can't do it anymore, that you almost like you want to give up, but you're not really giving up, but you're just worn the hell out. And then having the Four of Swords of like, you just know that you have to kind of keep pushing, you're on the verge of burnout type of thing. I just feel like something like that has to be some type of passionate thing for you to actually even be like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this anymore, but I'm not going to stop because I have to do it. And then what's recommended is to just do it and continue on the verge of burnout, So whatever this is, I think it's something very exciting for you. I think it's some heartfelt endeavor or something that you're very passionate about. And I think it could be something that's going to change your life, because I think this is excellent. And I think you're going to get kind of a little bit the clarity or the recognition or the feedback that you were at least hoping to get, that you might be making the right decision with this and you're taking it in the right direction, is what I should be saying. So I think that's fantastic. Now you have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Now I really kind of get that a little bit with the challenge here, even though they're still saying kind of push forward. But even within pushing forward, we can always take some time during the day to do something that helps reset us, reset our minds, helps recharge our energy a little bit. Even if it's just to schedule some you time in, that could be really good. Because like I said, I think this is something that's going to be going on for you for a little bit, for a while. I don't think this is going to be quite over quite yet. I think, whatever this is, you've been on the ball with it, you've been doing it, you've been in the game with it, and I think you're going to still be in the game with it, but it's just been a lot. So I think scheduling some type of you time in will help refresh yourself, or do something nice for yourself, or something you enjoy, even if it's hanging out with a friend, your friend that always makes you feel better or whatever. It might help you kind of recharge yourself enough to kind of continue pushing forward with this. Now you have signs. Your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusions will soon disappear. And I definitely think that you will be seeing some kind of signs or synchronicities or something that's going to be telling you, because I feel like with the moon card here in the reverse, I think that you're going to start, it's even just feeling that you're on the right path or something. You might be seeing, you might be getting like lucky breaks or whatever. Like there might be like certain things that just kind of flow for you. And I think that's all because of the hard work and the dedication you put in. I think you're going to be getting some type of clarity and some type of, yes, I'm doing good. This is what I was supposed to be doing. And I think that's going to help spur you forward as well. Now you have crown chakra, divinity, recognize the divine in the mirror. And this is beautiful. This is saying that, you're a special person, Taurus is. We all are, but you specifically, Taurus out there listening, are a very special person. So you just have to recognize your beauty, your inner fabulousness, and just like everything that makes you unique and individual. And you should just like really appreciate that, and just all the things that had to be put together to make you you. So you need to celebrate that and recognize and believe that whatever this is for you, that you are absolutely able, capable, and are going to achieve it. You have to come in with that energy, because like I said, I think it's something that you really feel strongly about. I think it's something that could be extremely beneficial for you, but I don't think it's something that's just going to come easily, but you got what it takes to get to the end of it. And you have radiate. Let your light shine through. See, this is another thing of divinity and recognizing the divine, and that also with even like the abundant universe will provide. I think this is all about kind of like trusting yourself, just trusting you're doing the right thing, and just put your own light out into the world. And I think your light, whatever you're doing here, is the light that you're putting out into the world. And I think that's going to help you shine. And I think people are going to really appreciate what you're doing here. Because I think whatever this is, it just has like such a positive energy to it. It feels like a lot of work. I'm not going to lie to you about that. I think you guys are putting the time in. But I think it's something that's really you're going to be extremely proud of yourself for, and you're going to be proud of what you've created. And there is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. And what screws us up most in life is the picture in our head of how it's supposed to be. Now, there's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. I really feel like that's going with the double chariots we got over here, because we all go on the journey, the fool's journey of life. And we all expect it to just be an easy walk in the park, right? We start something, we'll be like, this is going to be great. There's not going to be any issues. At least I always like to think. I'm very optimistic. I like to think positive. First step, all of a sudden there's an issue, So I think sometimes when we get bogged down with these issues after issues after issues, waiting for results, not sure what's going on or whatever, it's like those little cracks that kind of, we might get like a little bit like more like darkness, but the little cracks, maybe this is how I should say it. I think the little cracks, like if you've been feeling like kind of bogged down or murky, I think the little cracks are things like, let's say, the Six of Wands or the Moon card in reverse here, that maybe certain things are going to be kind of come clearer, or like the signs and synchronicities, and just even like this type of positive kind of attitude and things, the positive things that are showing you that you're on the right path. I think that's the little lights that you have to follow. Does that make any sense? I'm not sure. It made sense in my mind. So yeah, follow the little things, the little signs, because I feel like there's signs for you right now. Now, also, I think this thing with what screws us up most in life is the picture in our head of how it's supposed to be. I just think sometimes if we envision something a certain kind of way and it doesn't go that way, it could be a disappointment, right? You could see, it didn't go that way. It didn't look like this. It doesn't look like how I thought it was going to look like. It could be a disappointment. Whereas, in fact, I think sometimes we could be led to having something much better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's making sense either. Guys, I don't know. But yeah, I think this is saying that you need to be flexible. That's probably the way I should say it. You need to kind of be flexible. Don't be so set. And if something is not quite the way that you thought it was going to be, it doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's not working out. It just means that it looks a little different. Okay. Wine is helping. Fresh out of ducks and embracing inner peace. So, you know what? I mean, wine helps a lot of people, you know? So I just think that this is you having to embrace a little bit of the inner peace here, the little zen, because I think we got a lot going on. So there we go. And let's see what Bob Ross has to say for you guys right now. You have to allow the paint to break to make it beautiful. And this is saying that, like, if you put a paint blob on, like that thing that you put the paint on, and if you don't actually take the brush and dip it into that blob of paint, you're never going to, like, actually see what you're capable of. And sometimes when you do put the brush onto the canvas, you screw it up. But the thing is, you have to practice, you got to try, you got to figure it out. There's troubleshooting, there's everything. There's the Chariot, okay? The Chariot twice here. That's what the Chariot finds out. He leaves, he's on a mission, he's going to do his thing, and then he hits up against obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, but he's like, you know what? It's okay. I'm going to troubleshoot, I'll figure it out, and he's confident that he's going to get to the end. And that's how that goes. So you just have to just trust in yourself. Not everything's going to be perfect, as we all know, and see how it goes. And for your little affirmation you have, today I am flexible. Today I will adapt to changes in my life with an open mind and positive outlook. And I think that is extremely good, because I definitely think with whatever you're doing, I feel like you may need to be a little flexible, roll with the punches a little bit, you know, but stay committed to it. But definitely take a little you time out, because I don't think this is going to be done overnight, but I think it's going to be amazing once it is finished. I think whatever this is, it's just extremely, it's just, I don't know, it's just such a good energy here. I love this energy, I should say. Okay, so for your stress relief and self-care cards, you have from caring comes courage, objective, to be loving, kind, and compassionate. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. Repeat to yourself, may I be kind, may I be happy, may I be safe. Repeat for others, may they be kind, may they be happy, may they be safe. And finally, may everyone be kind, may everyone be happy, may everyone be safe. And that is beautiful. Now, for your little food fortune, we're going to see what spirit of the dish shall be with you during this time. You have the spirit of the Blanco dip, which is the spirit of the queso, the white queso. And for your dinner and a movie, you have thriller movies and barbecue food. For the energies that you either need to tap into or be aware of currently, you have Leo. And Leo is very about ego, individuality, and has that confidence. You know, they're very prideful. And I think you got to take pride in what you're doing. And I think you have pride in what you're doing. And I think that's why you're kind of still doing it and pushing it forward. So you just have to have that confidence that you got this thing. Walk in the park, even though it may not be, because I don't feel like it is, but you got this. And then you also have Aquarius. And Aquarius is very about like independence and eccentricity. And they're just, I always see them as outside the box thinkers. My mother's an Aquarius, and she's just like sees things in a different kind of way. So you might have to kind of not be so fixed on certain things. You might have to be a little bit flexible with it and see things from different angles in a sense. Now you have this little guy here is Pluto, and he's about transformation and major changes, which I definitely think you have going on throughout this reading. And then we have Neptune here, and this is about vision, creativity, and illusions. So, and I think that applies to kind of the moon reverse. I think if you had some, I don't want to say illusions, but if things weren't very clear, I think things are going to be clarifying now. But I think a lot of this has to do with your personal vision, or you having to be creative to get this, because I feel like this is very, when I say individualistic energy, I just mean that I think you are the driving force for whatever this is. I think it's all you in a sense. Now you have the fourth house, which is all about the home, intuition, parenting, and children. And you have the ninth house, which is all about higher education, growth, expansion, religion, and philosophy. And for the special guest that'll be answering your questions today, Tauruses, you have number 4, and that's an even number, so that means Mr. Predicto will be out here shortly. Think of those questions. He's ready to answer. He's ready to answer those questions. Okay, let's see. So we have G, P, D, and we have N, 269. Oh, and you have the lightning bolt. Now, you know what I think this is? I think this is like, I don't want to say you have to move fast, but I think you just have to stay focused and kind of, I know you guys might be feeling depleted. Like, I hear you. And I hate to be like, just do it. Just do it, Tauruses. No days off. No rest for the wicked. No, but seriously, because, like, it's not just me saying that. It's just the feeling I get, because I kind of think that they're telling you that, too. Like, what's recommended is kind of like just like, you know, obviously self-care. Take time for yourself if you need, you know. You do what's best for you. But I definitely think that it's saying that, like, I think that your energy is not going to waste with this lightning bolt. I think you're super focused right now, and I think that you're focused on something specific, and I think that I think you're going to hit it. I think you're going to get it. I kind of feel like with this lightning bolt, it's like you're going to hit your target, you know? Okay, so let's see. Let me get this one. Okay, and you have healing, and for some of you, this might be something that to do with kind of some healing, but I kind of also feel that, you know, with this whole thing, this retreat here, I think that I don't want to say you have to do some healing, and I don't necessarily think it's like emotional healing. I just think that if your body and your mind are a little bit at odds right now with like, okay, I need to take a rest, but no, I don't have time to take a rest, I think that you need to kind of like mend or merge it together somehow, where maybe you're taking some rest, you know, both mentally and physically, but while you're still pursuing this, because you don't want to go so hard where now you're completely useless and now this goes by the wayside completely or completely crumbles. So I think you need to somehow balance a little bit of taking a little bit of rest effectively, but still continuing on with what needs to be done, you know, and there's ways to do it. And because I don't think that this is going to be, I think whatever this is, it's for the long term, but I just feel like you have like another push or hurdle that you need to get over. And sometimes after you get over those things, you can kind of take a little bit of a break, because I'm kind of feeling that a little bit for you. But I think you're in like, what is it, like the last quarter of like a game or something. Maybe it's not the last quarter, but maybe it's a game in a big series of games or something, and this is like you're in crunch time or something. There's something kind of going on with that. So anyway, but let's get him out here. Let's get the Mr. Predicto here. Now here he is. Now think of those questions, Tauruses, and we shall ask. Oh, Mr. Predicto, the most accurate prediction device to ever run off of batteries. What is the answer to Taurus's question?
You can rely on that.
Oh, that was positive. It said, you can rely on that. Mr. Predicto is a man of many words, and those were the words he chose to speak here today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, year, month, lifetime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.